Hello and welcome. Hello.
You always say that.
That's because I have to say that. Podcast.
But you say hello and welcome in the exact same tone and
That's because
way.
that's my tone. You got a
That's a
problem?
boring tone.
Welcome to the
People can leave
podcast.
now.
Hello.
Hi.
This is the first stupid thing we're doing. We went
This
to
is our
Thor
first
2
movie
today.
review.
Yeah.
Very first one is Thor 2.
Thor
Pretty
2.
good movie.
Oh boy.
I think anyway.
Thor 2 is the second installment in the Thor series. I have a little paragraph here.
This
to
is
describe it.
the first of Marvel Phase 2 movies, isn't it?
Yeah, no, Iron Man 3 was, I think.
Oh, Iron Man 3 was. Oh, let's not talk about that.
Was it?
I
Yeah.
don't think so. But yeah, it's the first one after the Avengers. This is the second of Marvel's Phase 2 movies.
Okay, so I have a little paragraph here describing Thor 2. I'll read it out now. Faced with an enemy that even Odin and Asgard cannot withstand, Thor must embark on his most perilous and personal journey yet. One that will reunite him with Jane Foster and force him to sacrifice everything to save us all. Okay.
That's a pretty good paragraph, I must say.
It is. That's a good paragraph. I didn't write that. IMDb is telling me that.
Yeah, I know. I just looked at the user reviews there. Hang on, I'm on the same page. Jesus, you're unoriginal. You could have asked me to write a paragraph in that. You would have written a good one.
Well, I didn't.
Anyway, going off topic. Thor 2. Pretty good. They're pretty good at it. Like, I mean, the highlight now, the person who steals the show is, of course, Tom Hiddleston as Loki.
Yeah, I mean,
Steal the show.
I thought it had a very strange blend of like sci-fi and fantasy. Like you see the Dark Elves, they have like massive spaceships and
Oh, yeah, they're
laser
ships.
rifles and stuff. And
But you see, that's the Nine Realms and the whole thing. Now, let's not get into the Nine Realms because we're just going to get off sidetrack. We're reviewing the movie first.
yeah, and it's like they have really complex weaponry and ships and stuff, while the Asgardians are still fighting with like spears and swords and stuff.
Yeah, as you look, like the Dark Elves have science, whereas Asgard has magic.
Yeah. I thought it was very comedy focused as well. You know?
Well, that's what more or less Marvel's movies are. I mean, okay, I hate to talk about it because I hate the movie, but Iron Man 3, there was a lot of comedy involved. There was a lot of comedy involved in the Iron Man movies anyway.
Yeah. But like this movie in particular was extremely comedy focused. It didn't take itself very seriously in that kind of way, but it did its comedy well. So it didn't come
I wouldn't
across
say it didn't
as
take
like
itself
stupid.
very seriously. It did. You did get the very serious plot points, and it did take itself seriously. But it would just throw comedy into it again.
Yeah, I think it does its comedy really well, and it's all the comedy's at the right points in the movie. It doesn't feel out of place during the movie, and I think Marvel movies do that well. Their comedy, they make it fit with the actual
Yeah.
story.
They're good. Like everyone kind of returns. The same cast returns. I don't know who plays Heimdall. 'Cause I don't
Heimdall,
think it's the same guy as the first one.
Idris Elba plays Heimdall. He's
Oh,
played.
sorry,
the
not
first one.
Heimdall, but
Uh,
God, I can't remember
what's his name? I'm on it. Fandral, is that his name? He's
Yeah.
one of the. It's Zachary Levi in this one. In the last one, I'm not sure who it was. It is a different guy.
That is different. I know
Yeah,
that.
that's Zachary Levi from Chuck and other assorted stuff. The whole premise though is like it's the Dark Elves, these race of guys with pointy ears and pale faces.
Basically, an ancient evil is awakened, and the hero must sacrifice everything to save all.
And yeah, and it's
That's
like
kind of a really overused plot point.
it has like a fairly standard plot. It's not like it does anything massively crazy, you know. It's
Executed well though with the characters it has.
yeah, it's like they have this thing called the Ether, and their whole plan is to return the Nine
Hang on.
Elves into darkness.
Is that? Do people know that? Are we spoiling it now?
Oh yeah, you guys probably saw the spoiler warning at the very start of the video. We're starting spoiling stuff now, okay? So,
No, I thought you were reviewing the film first.
but we have to spoil it during the review.
But that's a spoiler review. We should do a separate review for people who want to know if the film's good or not.
We're telling them if it's good or not.
And by spoiling it, which we shouldn't be, because they wouldn't have seen it by now. We'll make another video.
No, we won't. Tell you
Good.
what.
Loki dies. There's your spoilers.
Excuse me.
There's your
Could we
spoilers.
not just like get through the whole thing first?
We'll get back to that. You know, if you've seen the spoiler warning, it's your own fault.
Okay, yeah. You came in here knowing that there were spoilers, okay? It's your own fault.
You better put like a big spoiler on the thumbnail as
I
well.
will. Headphones have gone all weird.
But yeah, so Dark Elves come and
Yeah,
fuck it up.
they want to return the Nine Realms to darkness. And we have like the head honcho, Malekith, who's played by, what's his name?
Mr. Eccleston,
Christopher Eccleston.
Doctor Who.
And,
Well, formerly Doctor Who. Well,
Okay.
Doctor Who a while ago.
and I thought he's a bit of a bitch.
Well, I thought he was good. I did think I enjoyed his acting. I thought he was good as Malekith.
Yeah, it's good acting and all, but for the most part of the film, they just wail on him non-stop, and it's like, he's not very intimidating, and he's not like a tough bad guy, you know? It's just a
Well,
constant
I mean, he
beat
did
the
take
shit out.
down Asgard. He did break into Asgard and get out again, even though Thor did burn half his face off.
Yeah.
And he did kill Frigga.
Yeah, but I guess, I mean, what I'm saying is, like, every time he comes into contact with, like, Thor or any of the other guys, it's like, he just gets his ass beat.
He's got that whole fight at the end.
Yeah, that's when he has, like, he's fully injected with the ether, though.
Yeah, but like he doesn't really fight Thor at all until that part with the ether.
I guess. I thought some of the audio was kind of weird as well. Like when he talk, his voice didn't seem to like match his face, which was very strange. He had like a super deep voice, and his face is like weird. I don't know.
Well, he has to look like an alien. I mean, I really want to get to the after credits. We'll get to the after credits
We'll
scene
get
soon.
to that. We'll get to that.
I'm actually going to look up what I have to talk about there. But yeah, I thought he was good. I did think he was very good as Malekith. I mean, I've never seen that. Well, I haven't. Okay, he was good as Malekith. He was very enjoyable as Malekith.
And about halfway through, when I'd say it's about halfway through, when Asgard has been locked down after the first major after the attack on Asgard, they lock down Asgard, and no one can get out or go to any other realm, just in case like the Dark Elves are still there, because they have ships that go invisible.
And Heimdall can't see them.
And that's the point where Thor decides to break Loki out of prison so Loki can show.
Because people remember the first film, Loki was able to leave Asgard without Heimdall knowing.
Mm-hmm. And so Thor breaks Loki out of prison so Loki can show Thor the secret passage out of Asgard. And that part was when they're like flying around in the ships and stuff. That was very comedy focused.
But you see, that's Loki. See, you've got that kind of anti-hero character. Like, you've got that kind of whimsical kind of person. Like, I'd liken the character of Loki to almost the Joker in a sense, because he jokes about everything. He's cynical. He's very, very sarcastic in ways. I mean, you've got that whole thing where he breaks him out of prison, and Loki's not used to being free for a long time.
Yeah.
So he starts impersonating people, and he turns Thor into Sif, and he impersonates Captain America, and that whole let's talk about freedom and justice thing before Thor.
That was a really funny scene. It's a cameo by Chris Evans as Captain America. It's Loki transforming into Captain America, and he has some very funny dialogue, I thought.
Yes, and you do see Like, as in, I feel from the first Thor film, you didn't see Loki's Loki's powers, how powerful he is. You still don't in this one, but you still get a sense of what he's capable of doing.
Yeah, you get more of a sense in this one that he's kind of you get like an idea of like the tricks and stuff that he can do. And
Because, okay, massive spoiler. At the very end, Thor is talking to Odin, and he's apologizing for what he did, doing all the trees and stuff, and that's all fine.
By the way, when they break Loki out of prison, they go to the world of the Dark Elves. That's where the plan is to attack Malekith and destroy the Ether while they're there.
We almost forgot the Ether is inside Jane Foster, and it's slowly killing her.
Yes. So Malekith decides to take the Ether out of Jane Foster and tries to absorb it himself. And in the process of that, Thor zaps them both. And
before all that, Loki, makes it clear that he is after tricking Thor by stabbing him and then chopping off his hand.
That
was very interesting. I thought that was what they were going to do, because I was expecting them to have like a shiny metal hand with Thor or something like that. But they didn't, so it turned out to be a trick, and then everything's fighting. Oh, you've got your men. What's the darkness guy? This big, massive, predator-looking guy.
Oh, yeah.
Kills Loki, supposedly.
In the movie. He's Curse.
Oh, his name is Curse.
Yes.
Supposedly he kills Loki, but, if you paid attention to the movie, which people who were sitting with didn't,
yes.
Loki doesn't die.
Yeah, the movie it tricks the audience as well as it's like tricking all the characters in the movie as well, which I thought that was really cool.
I will say though, I kind of predicted most of what was happening.
Yeah.
I'm not like, oh, I'm such a smartass, but it was kind of predictable because you see the little green tinge going over the Asgardian soldier that appears at the Dark World where Loki's dead and his body's still there.
Yeah.
And it's Loki. Obviously, he's turned into him. He's not dead. He tricked Thor again, and he goes back to Odin and tells him that Loki's dead, and then that all happens and everything. So we don't know what happens to Loki. At that point, I thought he was just gonna leave and just be free and kind of just sit and ponder for a while.
Yeah.
But at the very end, when Thor is talking to Odin, Thor leaves the throne room, and lo and behold, it's Loki. Loki's tricking everybody. He's Odin. But the question is, where is Odin? What is Loki done with Odin?
Where is Odin?
Is Odin dead? He's back in the Odin Sea because he put him into... Maybe Odin is down in the dungeons where Loki should be, and Loki's just making the old trickery type thing on there.
Maybe it was a trick all along.
Oh, don't get into that. But yeah, that all happens, and the man, Eric Selvig, has gone bananas.
He's gone absolutely bananas.
Because of what happened to him in the last one. What I don't get is, he's gone bananas, but Hawkeye was under the control of Loki for as long as he was, and Hawkeye seems fine.
Well, maybe it's just like weaker minds.
Eric Selvig is a very smart person. He's always going to have a strong mind.
I guess. I don't know. I don't know. But I thought he had some really funny stuff in there. Especially, I thought it was really funny when they go into Darcy's apartment, who's played by Kat Dennings, and
she's very
when they first enter and Thor hangs up his hanger in like a really polite.
When Thor just hangs his hammer up on top of the coat rack, just casually, and he's so big in the costume.
He's very polite. Just hangs up his.
I just started laughing because he tries to sit into a car with Jane Foster, and he does. I started laughing how big he is compared to Natalie Portman.
But there's some really funny stuff while they're in there. Eric Selvig stands up and he's not wearing pants, and supposedly it helps him think.
Yeah, Eric Selvig's kind of naked in some of this film.
Yes. There is a scene at Stonehenge where it first shows Eric Selvig, and this is where it shows that he's kind of gone bananas, and he's streaking, running around with these like big spear type devices, running around Stonehenge.
Anomaly type thing, like the ones that they're investigating at the beginning of Thor 1 when they're in the desert and Thor appeared.
Yes.
And Odin banished him.
There is this thing in the movie, what was it called? It was called the Convergence, where all of the 9 realms would align, and that's how Malekith was going to spread darkness throughout all of these worlds. And that's the whole premise of the movie. You start to see like gravitational anomalies, and like this stuff gets teleported different places, and it's kind of this is the beginning of the convergence, and it's like where the lines between worlds become like blurred. No.
And that's how what's his face? Malekith was going to use the ether to spread darkness throughout the world, because at one point he could just do it on one side and going to one individually.
Yes.
Now we get on to the big thing, the after credit scene. It's such a, like, the after credit scene is Sif, Bomber. It's not Bomber, sorry.
Bomber's
I'm getting it all mixed up. Sorry,
Volstagg.
Sif, Volstagg, and...
It's just Sif and Volstagg.
It's just Sif and Volstagg? Yeah, it's just
Sif and Volstagg. It shows them in this area, and they're being followed, or they're being led by this pink lady.
And the room they're in, like, they're in this, like, room with all these kind of cases, this kind of display case, all these weird different plants and stuff. That's one thing I was analysing that scene for, like, every minor detail I could find. I was looking to find little things there, here and there. I was seeing all these plants, like, where the fuck are they? But yeah, they're being led through the place by this little blue person. Not little blue person, you know. And eventually they're greeted by the Collector.
The Collector. And
what's so good is I wonder how they found it in the first place. They give the Collector an Infinity Stone, or Infinity Gem.
Which is the ether.
Oh yeah, Benicio del Toro plays...
Is it Benicio del Toro? I am looking
it is,
it up.
I'm looking at the Wikipedia
It is,
page.
yeah, it is.
But is it the costume fur?
Yeah.
Like, if you look at the old Avengers comic book where the Collector's first featured, he's a bit weird looking and kind of hard to translate, but they do it brilliantly. Like, he's got the white hair and he's got the makeup and stuff and the really weird costume. Like, he's got white gloves.
So, like, it's when that scene first starts, you can instantly tell it's Guardians of the Galaxy. And it's like...
Yeah, because I think the Collector is going to be in the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah. Obviously, like, the Collector is going to try and give these Infinity Stones to Thanos. And, Thanos is the bad guy in Guardians of the Galaxy, isn't he? Pretty sure.
Yeah.
And,
he's not the main villain, but he's going to be in it. He's going to be featured in it.
Mm-hmm. That's going to be a good movie, I think. Guardians of the Galaxy.
That'll be, because it's just when Marvel first started out, when they first started rebooting everything, and they started with Iron Man, they kind of kept everything close to Earth. They didn't, because the Marvel universe is so big, it expands to everything. There's so much, like, you've got you've got the characters of Earth. That's just Earth. Then you've got the kind of cosmic characters like Guardians of the Galaxy, Guardians of the Galaxy. They have kind of the cosmic ones that they go into space and stuff. Then you have the magic, which would be like Doctor Strange, Ghost Rider, all that. They deal with magic and hell and all these different realms and stuff. The Guardians of the Galaxy, we saw that in Thor. We saw that in Thor too, the different kind of realms just of Asgard, because you've got Thor, he's got all the gods and shit. Everything is, there's so much they can pull from. With Guardians of the Galaxy, they can open so much. Like, and eventually you'll have, like, the Avengers going off. I'm pretty sure they'll do Galactus at some stage, because they have the ability to, even though Galactus, Fantastic Four, and Fox have all this rubbish with it, but they have, like, the Silver Surfer. Have they got the rights back for Silver Surfer?
I don't think so. I think that's still Fantastic Four.
Stupid, like, I mean, because, they could, if they had the Skrulls, they could do, like, that whole Skrull War thing where they were kind of hiding and mixing with people and taking people and matching them with Skrulls, and that would have been cool. That would have been really good. But anyway, I didn't know that the Cosmic Cube was an Infinity Stone, or Infinity Gem.
Yes. I think that's what they want to do. Like, yeah, because even in the cinematic universe anyway. That's what they're trying to do.
But anyway, so they have two. They have a blue one, and they have the blue one, which is the Cosmic Cube, and a red one. I don't know. You wonder where they found it, but they gave it to Collector to mind it. And Collector says 1 down, 5 to go. I don't know if he's taking them for himself or he's actually going to help Thanos.
I think he's actually going to help Thanos. The idea
Because
is
I'm reading
that
the Wikipedia page and it said the Collector also had the power of prophecy, allowing him to foresee the rise of being powerful enough to pose a threat to the Elders. Thanos. So Thanos is if they go by
maybe it's like a race for these Infinity Gems, and everyone wants them.
well, it's kind of like everyone's been a Marvel at this stage.
Yeah, I mean, like that the red Infinity Gem is the ether. That's what they gave him. Except it was in a little box.
Reminds me of like the chains Loki was in when he left the Avengers.
It was a big bang. But anyway, the part that everyone wants to hear about, the Stan Lee cameo.
Oh, the Stanley, very good, very like I didn't expect him, but as soon as it just showed the room and all the people, I saw him straight away.
Yeah, it's it's Eric Selvig, and
After the stunt at Stonehenge.
Yeah, he's trying to explain what his device does, and he's going very complex. He's explaining how it's gonna align the worlds and kind of create a rift between them, I guess. And he explains this using shoes. So he takes people's shoes from the people who are watching him, and he's demonstrating with the shoes. And once it zooms out again, it's like it shows that he's just in a room full of old people. And
he's in a mental hospital.
Yeah. And Stan Lee's sat there, and he says, "Can I have my shoe back?" And I thought that was really good.
Oh, they said it better than you did.
Yeah, I know.
And it's Stan Lee, so you're gonna laugh at him.
It's Stan Lee, and obviously, I'm not Stan Lee, so. Okay, so out of 10, what would you give it?
I would give it 8 Mjolnirs out of 10.
8 Mjolnirs out of 10? I think I am going to have to go as well with 8 Mjolnirs out of 10. Mainly because...
I don't know if it's better than the first one.
Yeah.
I'd actually give the first one 7 Mjolnirs out of 10.
Yeah. I really like the first one. I'd have to give that 9 Mjolnirs out of 10.
I did like the first one, but I think that... I did like the first one, but I do like this one a lot more.
I have to say I'm gonna give it 8 Mjolnirs out of 10, mainly because there was some strange audio things like Malekith's voice, and
I didn't get that though. I thought it suited him.
And some of the CGI was kind of weird in places.
Oh yeah, some of the CGI was kind of dodgy, like at the beginning when it showed the big war between the Asgardians and the Dark Elves when Odin's father Bor.
Yeah.
When he was fighting them, you could definitely tell it was CGI. Like, it wasn't exactly great, but it was decent. Like, it was good. It was like, as in the CGI for like the different realms aligning and stuff, and even the part where Frigga's in the ship being, they do the whole Viking bear mission to the ship, and they send her out in this little ladder and fire an arrow. That was very pretty and beautiful to watch. It was just so lovely and pretty and stuff.
Yeah, so why would you give it 8 Mjolnirs out of 10? What were your issues with it?
My issues... It's a really good movie. My issues would be like... I don't know. I don't really have issues with it. I mean, I just don't know. Like, there's just... I don't know, really.
It just didn't scratch you in all the right places.
Yeah, I did enjoy the movie, but I wouldn't exactly give it 10 or 9. I'd stick with the 8. It's kind of a fair enough score for it.
Okay.
I mean, it's more than what critics and like newspapers and shit are giving it.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad. Because I hate when they do that. Just get people who don't like superhero films to review it.
But we like superhero films.
We love superhero films. I'm surprised at the after credits scene. I suppose we expected Guardians of the Galaxy because it's kind of the next big project after the Avengers.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they didn't say anything about Ant-Man or anything, because Ant-Man's coming out pretty soon, nearly. It's supposed to be coming out next year?
I think it's next year.
Ant-Man.
Are you IMDbing it?
I'm DVDing it now. Sorry. Ant-Man. No, Ant-Man's 2015.
And that's 2015. So
Yeah.
that's
Probably earlier.
3 Marvel movies coming out in 2015.
How many came out this year? Alone. With Iron Man 3. This.
And that's it.
Is that it?
I think
How
so.
many came out last year? The Avengers, Iron Man 2?
I don't know. So, anyway, you give it 8 millimeters out of 10, and I give it 8 millimeters out of 10, which is an average of 8 millimeters out of 10. So, there you go.
Pretty good movie. I recommend you go watch it. I mean,
Yeah.
it is very good. Like, all the actors are very well in it. You know, Odin, I really am, but no, I can't remember his name.
Anthony Hopkins.
God. Anthony Hopkins is very good as he's Odin. He's good as the whole father figure king thing. You got Tom Hiddleston, who he's the best actor out of that film for Loki. He's just portrayed. Just the fact that they gave him so much more room and so much more screen time than the last film.
Mm-hmm.
It's very good. Natalie Portman as Jane Foster again. She's good, like Joe. Kat Dennings. Oh, she's brilliant. I love her. She's so funny.
A lot of improv from Kat Dennings, actually.
Yeah, she's like she does a lot of comedy stuff.
Yeah.
She's like there's a part where Thor and Malekith are fighting and they're flying in and out of all these different anomalies and going different places, teleporting all different places, and Thor is trying to get Mjolnir. But Mjolnir comes so close to him and then he disappears and Mjolnir's like, where the fuck is he gone? So he kind of flies off a different direction. And everyone's just disappearing inside and all these different anomalies just appearing in the wrong places. But eventually, Natalie Portman and Eric Selvig just get teleported to where Kat Dennings is, and it's like, Jane, Eric, then Mjolnir flash past, Mew Mew! Just that, like, I loved it in the first one, even when she goes, what's a Mew Mew? Just, that whole thing is just so, I love her to bits, basically. But, and Chris Hemsworth is back at Thor.
Yeah.
Thor, he does a good, he's Thor.
He is Thor.
And, Sif, people are talking about Sif. Like Jamie Alexander, they're on about Sif the whole time now. She's getting popular. That whole rumor about her being, Wonder Woman, but we're not going to get into that, and her possible spin-off.
Spin-off?
I don't know, that could probably be a TV show. I wouldn't think she's got enough popularity to carry a movie.
Yeah. I don't think it's really enough popularity to carry a show either.
I think they could carry a show because, I mean, people who are as old as I am, I'm not technically old, but I did watch this when I was young.
Like
Xena Warrior Princess.
33 years old, though.
Xena Warrior Princess was a good TV show, and that did have a fan base. They could do that with Sif, if they do it right. Because, I mean, like, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is not exactly perfect.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., actually.
But we're not here to review that. Idris Elba, again, he's back at Heimdall. He's got a more prominent role in this as well. He's like in the kind of these kind of focus on all the different characters more. They all get more screen time, and you get to see more of Asgard than you did in the last one.
Yes.
But yeah, it's a really good movie.
All in all, it's a really good movie, and
I recommend you go see it.
Highly recommend you go see it. It is a very good one. So, this has been the first One Block podcast. It's gone on for over half an hour.
Oh, that's good.
We hope you enjoyed it.
I'm just going to apologize right now. It's kind of messy. Just because I know that I'm going to just be stupid and say it's very messy.
Why? It's not messy.
But anyway, let's end this now.
Okay, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.